there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting, and well, this is another random boat life update. I think I'll broaden the horizons. I've started the camera with no general idea of exactly what I'm going to say, so who knows, perhaps this is the first of the Dan Brown This Is Life vlogs or something. Anyway, let's start with boaty things, because that's what we're all here to see. Well, once again, over the last few days, the rain has started to come back, so that's been the standard pitter-patter on the rooftops at night, which is, well, like you say, when you've got the fire going, it's lovely and cosy in here, but if you're having to hop on the bike and pedal 5 miles into town for any reason, then, yeah, the rain's not quite as good. Random thing, I hope this isn't glaring too much on me. There, hopefully that solved any issues. Anyway, but today looks, once again, as you can see there, we've got the sun beating down, and well, the last couple of weeks have been some fantastic weather after the snow, so it's, well, you've seen me in other videos talking about how everything's just been absolutely spot on. Yeah, it's all fun and games, apart from one, what some people may call major issue, when the chimney on the fire, which I knew wasn't quite right, but when I came to clear it out the other day, it was about 11:30 at night. Thought, fire doesn't seem to be getting much through draft, so just tried to scrape a bit of ash out of the chimney, to which the chimney decided that that was a key moment at 11:30 at night, on a pretty chilly night I'll say, to pop off the back of the fire and then drop entirely out of the roof. So that, I'll say, was not ideal, so I had to wrap up in some blankets that night, as you can imagine. Then started a chaotic scrabble to try and grab the nearest fire and get a proper one put in. And, well, I don't know, none of them seem to be quite right. I have a very terrible knack of not being satisfied with random items, and unfortunately the fire has fallen into that category. So luckily, for the time being, I've managed to fix the chimney, and ironically, now, with probably an hour's work, it is fixed much more solidly and much more safely than it has ever been the entire time that I've had Tilly. So that's something I wish I'd have done to start with, but I'm definitely still looking for a new fire, and maybe even, if I can't find one that I like, getting a little door put in the front of the current fire, which you will see now. How fantastic is the sight and sound of a freshly lit fire crackling away. Let's move on. So yeah, the other day I tootled down from St Martin's, spent the night at my favourite spot on the entire canal, just around the Newmarton area, and then the night before last me and Jono came down on the boat through the locks, and well, that was quite pleasant. It's been a long time since I've been through any locks, because of obviously having me winter mooring and that. I haven't moved at all really. I've been debating in my mind whether or not to go down the Maysby stretch on the Montgomery Canal, which branches off about 3 miles ahead, or whether to carry on blast past Ellesmere and tootle up to, I don't know, maybe as far as Whitchurch, and then come down and go to the Maysby. But, well, it's my birthday in a couple of weeks, and so I've got 19 days off work, as luck would have it, so I'm not quite sure. See, I want to go down to Maysby because it's a very quiet stretch, and as the holiday boats are starting to build up again now, it's just nice to not have, well, I'll say there's been some very fast boats going past at the minute. Anyway, so I'm starting to think now that I might go down to Maysby at a later point in the year, when there's the sort of height of the holiday season. There's just a nice, calm, quiet, relaxing time. And as well, having 19 days off in a row means that I've got a good amount of time for cruising a lot further away than not having to come back on my bike to work and that sort of stuff. So, well, you'll definitely see some good videos of some moving around coming up in the next couple of weeks, regardless of where I go. Even as I've been saying this, I'm starting to think more of going up to Whitchurch way, because obviously, well, I don't have anything to bind me to come back to town and upset my poor little legs having to bike about 55 miles in a day. Exaggeration. Although saying that, the other day I did think, I might have a little tootle down to the Frankton locks and just see what's going on there, and well, help make up my mind whether I want to carry on past them or go down through them. And it didn't quite go to plan, because it ended up me riding past the Frankton locks, down all the way to Maysbury, have a tootle around there, look what's going on, bike up into Oswestry, and then do, well, basically an enormous circle that effectively saw me go in a 23-mile circuit in the absolute best case scenario. And well, I suppose it's like you say, the fact that I was setting out from the middle of nowhere and just a perfect countryside place meant that I was able to do that, because I didn't have to travel the 5 miles out to get to the place, where I could then have 5 miles of countryside riding. What else has been going on then? Well, apart from adding 200 purple lights to the roof, which is always a nice little touch, there's not been too much go on. Like I say, it's all been fun and games coming through the locks and that, and sort of getting back into the swing of proper boaty boating. Although saying that, if I don't go down Frankton, I've got probably, well, I don't know, all the way to Whitchurch without hitting another lock. So it's going to be plain sailing, hopefully, and touch wood, for the next few weeks. And like I say, I'll fetch you plenty of videos along the way. I will say one last thought though. One of the things that I've really enjoyed over the recent times on the boat is being back in my favourite countryside places. Like I've said previously, it's just like being able to just be in the middle of nowhere like I am now once again. I mean, the nearest proper road must be about 3/4 of a mile in that direction, and well over a mile in that direction, so you can imagine over night times it's absolutely silent out here. As I've said before though, I mean, almost all the time I'm in a wonderful sort of countryside area with lovely views out of the window and all the rest of it, but it's not until you get to these proper rural spots like this where there is like nothing substantial around you for miles. It's, I don't know, there's just a certain peace and quiet. And well, once again I saw a bird that I've never seen before out of the off the stern today, and I'll try and identify that and upload a little video of it as we have a boat passing us. So that's a nice way to end the video here. But yeah, just being able to be out in the middle of nowhere is absolutely spot on. Like, so until next time, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, obviously like the Facebook page and all that sort of stuff, and well, I'll see you around soon. Farewell.